What was that? Your life is mine! Who's there? You're not a threat, merely an annoyance. Your end is near! So it begins. Your end is near! Merely an annoyance. You mean nothing! So ends the lesson. Door up ahead. Perfect. Ready. Who's there? Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting. So ends the lesson. Who's there? Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting. Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlisle already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlisle is close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving. Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlisle. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence. But I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No. I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer. But I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. I promise you, the thought crossed my mind. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves' Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. I'm afraid not. There are preparations. I promise to join you there as soon as I can. Remember, speak only... Enter.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. It's almost getting downright hot now.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside.
Unless you're
and then
bringing me
exploded.
another round, you can
What did you do?
keep walking.
It was a
Yes,
minor mistake.
Carlia.
I've already
Then she's
collected
finally
it.
found it. Do you have Gallus's journal?
This is why people
Problem.
have a problem
Let me
with
see
the
it.
college, Nelligar.
Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo. A word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be
I'll
easy.
sell just about anything. Do what's...
I'm going to fight you.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission.
What a waste. Be a dozen men of them. Yeah. I'm by order of the yard. Stop.
someone there? Intruder! Help!
What was that?
You're not supposed to be in here. Positive I heard something.
All right. If there is a thief, he won't leave this tower alive. But shouldn't we inform Master Calcelmo?
I'll deal with my uncle. Just go. Scour this place from top to bottom.
Is someone there? Anybody there? Is someone there?
I'll sell just about anything. I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't count on my brother for
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
Back, eh? And how... Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an duly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If you ever manage to gain entry to the college and you find trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becoming a burden, come visit me. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have further need of me, you can find me in the college.
We must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation. In the meantime, I wanted you to have... If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason...
Was there something else?
You might have to.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
We don't get many people like... My pa says elves are bad and not to trust them.
Beautiful baubles.
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild? Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
So, you're Brynjolf's
Cheat on
new
Beckel.
protege, eh?
He's a good guy.
Welcome to the cozy little family. Usual guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
Well, everyone's wrong. Now why don't you just shut up about it?
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from our vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
the gold, the jewels. It's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now.
We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Looking for work. Got lots of jobs available.
Look,
interested?
Before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else? Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else? What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you? Then I have an important... I need you to break into Mercer's home. Aye. He never stays there. Just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Vold to guard the place. Be careful, lad. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Careful, Mercer. Don't want to lose anyone else in that madness.
Stabbed in the back. It's like the Dark Brotherhood all over again. Can't talk long. Gotta keep my eyes open for Mercer. Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. What a delightful find. This should cover it. Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. It's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. There you go. This should make you smile.
We need to know. Yep. She said that the Jarl was planning a surprise.
This is getting dangerous. Don't let anything get the jump on you.
A lot of trouble.
That she did. Very good. I'll tell Brynjolf.
Cornelia, can I offer you some friendly advice?
You can offer, but
We
I
need to
may
stay
not
focused
buy.
in case Frey comes
Why
back.
don't you
Make it
just
fast.
formally join up? Quit sitting here wheeling.
While you're in there, help yourself to anything in
More
Frey's.
coin. We could use someone with your skills.
No, thanks for the compliment, Dylan. I made...
I can't believe this is happening, lad.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
This is Mercer Frey's place. No visitors. No way. Now piss off before you make me mad. You ain't got enough coin to make my You try and set one foot in this yard and I'll cut it. Oh, come on. I ain't that dumb. Oh, come on, I ain't that dumb. You ain't got enough coin. You try and set one foot in this... That's funny. You think you could... Take me on? Try it anytime. Never should have come here. See ya.
Huh?
Now you're mine. Damn, where'd you go?
was a...
So, what do you think, my dear? Would a beautiful woman like you ever see yourself with an old codger like me?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege,
How can we make that happen?
Don't look like much
When
to
you're
me.
in your grave, and I'm standing over it. Now get out of my way.
Can't talk long. Gotta keep my eyes open for Mercer. Well, well. I was looking for this little... If you happen across any other unusual trinkets, must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the grey fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it from you. Here you are. This is getting dangerous. Don't let anything get a jump on you.
Hey, Ton, you shouldn't cheat on that.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good. Agreed. He's taken I've spoken to Carlia and made quickly. We have no time to lose. Until next we meet, lad. Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. But I've come to a decision.
Mercer's Blade tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future.
Yes?
He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a Nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
Yes. That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
I think we can trust Carlia. Let's see what
I'm
she's
glad
on
you're
about.
here. This. We've come to seek the edge. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain in a way.
Never should have come here.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed. Trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me? I think we can trust Carlia. Let's see what she's on about. Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
You appear ready for the oath. Must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one. Her own. An arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime. Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal and, in essence, caused our luck to run dry. Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our mind. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless. Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just murder. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the... As time passed, our luck would... Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the Guild. Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the Guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild. I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it. Look, everyone in the Guild admires what you've done. Maybe they won't come out and simply tell you, but I promise you it's true. And now they know Mercer never genuinely cared about the Guild. He lacked the loyalty you obviously possess. I can't think of anyone better. Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation. Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead. I've been poring over the... Karlaya and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember. Until next we meet, lad.